We continue to see big headline articles around the ETFs, and even some of the exchanges like Uphold have been putting out information regarding the crypto ETFs and how significant they have been so far in the year of 2025. And as we really kind of look at them, yes, it is showing us that there is sustained institutional interest. But we're going to have to talk about this a little bit more because it feels as though this could ultimately lead us down a path to also having XRP experiencing a supply shock. I know it sounds crazy, I get it, but we are going to be breaking it down in this video, so stick around. And with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. So let's first start off with Uphold, right? We have, despite market jitters, crypto ETFs saw $585 million worth of inflows over the first few days of 2025, signaling that there is sustained institutional interest. Will ETF momentum be enough to offset macro challenges and reignite the crypto rally? Now, the big thing that I do want to mention with these ETFs is it feels as though there has been a lot of misinformation coming out when it comes to these ETFs. Is this institutional interest? No, it's retail interest around the ETFs, which are pioneered by the institutions. These are products that the institutions, push because they make money off of you and me buying these ETFs. So if we think about these ETFs, it shows a sustained retail interest. The sustained institutional interest, though, is definitely there. And how can we, see that? Well, it's because we continue to see banks focusing on the tech, wanting to adopt and utilize the tech as well. And then, yes, there is still a lot of focus on the ETF side of things. They still want to push more ETFs because they know that retail interest is going to continue to grow. But let's actually focus on that because the XRP ETF over on Polymarket, there's been this, betting, stage, if you will. You could actually buy and sell depending on, what you think is going to be happening with these ETFs in 2025. Roughly 68% believe that there's going to be an XRP ETF approved in 2025. It does say Ripple because whoever did create this, well, let's just be honest, they're kind of dumb because they don't understand the difference between Ripple and XRP and, vice versa. But regardless of that, will there be an XRP ETF in 2025? In my opinion, yes, 100%. It just makes sense, especially with all of the factors that we know about right now. An XRP ETF, in my opinion, is it's definitely up there in terms of a high percentage chance. I would say, 68% is probably a fair assessment when it comes to an XRP ETF. But why is this important? Well, because already we know that there has been a major amount of institutions that have been filing for XRP ETFs. If we go back to just November 2nd, there was a great post actually from Brad Garlinghouse. Now I'm going to talk about the quoted post here as well, but Brad Garlinghouse put out a post saying that the message from the market is clear. Institutional interest in XRP products is stronger than ever. Bitwise, Canary Funds, and 21 Shares just this morning filed S1s for XRP ETFs, while Grayscale launched an XRP trust and filed to convert its multi-asset fund, including XRP, into an ETF. The SEC's war on crypto has lost battle after battle. Their continued disregard for the court's authority will further erode the SEC's credibility and reputation. Now, if we go back here, yeah, we do have all of these S1s. We also have the Grayscale XRP trust. That is a big deal. But it's very clear at this point in time that there is a lot of XRP ETFs out there still waiting approval. We have a new SEC chairman taking office on the 20th. We have a pro-crypto admin taking office on the 20th. We already have a pro-crypto Congress. The chances that the entire SEC case against Ripple gets dropped this year is also very high. If that case is gone, the ETF for XRP, in my opinion, will most likely get approved very soon after. It just makes sense. And we actually have over here from BSCN News, XRP poised for a liftoff as pro-crypto SEC leadership signals potential Ripple victory. The ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the US SEC has reached a pivotal juncture, with recent developments suggesting a favorable outcome for Ripple and its native cryptocurrency XRP. The impending inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump, who has nominated crypto-friendly figures like Paul Atkins to key regulatory positions, has fueled optimism for a more favorable regulatory environment. Carlos Guzman, a research analyst at GSR, stated that if the SEC's current appeal is dismissed or if the new leadership opts for a settlement, it would be a significant victory for Ripple. Such an outcome is expected to propel XRP's value upward. The possibility of a favorable legal resolution has also sparked discussions about the approval of an XRP exchange traded fund ETF. Bloomberg ETF expert Eric Balkunas anticipates a surge in crypto ETFs, especially given the success of spot Bitcoin ETFs. He suggests that XRP could be among the first to receive approval, although the process may take several months. Now, I do think that a lot of these analysts are actually wrong on that. I think that these ETFs around XRP are going to get approved when we least expect it. I think that we all want them to get approved at a certain point. We're expecting them to at least, but I think that these are going to happen when we least expect it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, who knows? Beyond the legal arena, Ripple is advancing its technological offerings, though, including the introduction of a new stablecoin, ROUSD. This development aims to strengthen Ripple's position as a legitimate payment solution. Now, listen, I do want to focus on the case for a second real quick, because Rob Cunningham put out a great post, and this is from Capstone, and we have the real reasons the SEC sued Ripple Labs. JP Morgan failed in their efforts to purchase Ripple in 2018, but panicked. JP Morgan knew Bank of America was going to, win in terms of the competition game between these banks with Ripple inside. JP Morgan needed to buy time to steal, development, and implement a counterfeit version of RippleNet. JP Morgan, the number one U.S. partner of the Foreign Federal Reserve, ordered the SEC to wage lawfare against Ripple based on knowingly false charges. Now, you might be saying, well, Nick, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. But listen, we know that JP Morgan, these big banks are always protected. We also know that they grow every single time that there's a big issue. For an example, let's go back to the 2023 banking collapse, right? There's banks going belly up. And it was an attack from Operation Choke Point 2.0, as we have confirmation of. And guess what bank swooped in and was able to buy it up, even though it was over the 10% deposit threshold? JP Morgan. But regulators didn't bat an eye when it came to that. Again, it's very clear on who's actually running the show here. But we expect the SEC to approve spot XRP ETFs this year. And this is from Capstone. Again, the edits here that are crossed out, they're crossed out because we know that these accusations are now cleared up in the court of law, meaning XRP is not a security by the court of law. But also over here from Smoke Dog, we have XRP, the darling of traditional finance. This is quoted in this article. XRP's price action in Q4 of 2024 represents a paradigm shift in institutional sentiment caused by significant regulatory developments. Institutional participation in crypto is rapidly shifting towards XRP. We are witnessing one of the most significant paradigm shifts in crypto history. I've highlighted how institutions have signaled that the Wild West era of crypto is over. The new era is centered around utility-driven digital assets. For the first time, digital assets with real-world use cases are being positioned for mainstream adoption. Recent price movements in XRP, which saw it overtake Solana, the standout of recent months, are directly linked to institutional positioning in anticipation of regulatory clarity and the approval of an ETF. Smart money is buying right now, and all of this is documented. You can actually see this, and this is actually from Presto Research as well. Here we have the paradigm shift being talked about in terms of the institutional sentiment, significant regulatory developments. Also, they're probably expecting that with Trump, these US-based crypto projects, or, from what they're mentioned around, because again, a lot of people have a big problem with XRP being mentioned as a US-based crypto project, but technically it is. they're expecting these projects to actually surge in value and interest, especially if, the entire market is going to change under Trump. And if Trump is going to, actually fully embrace his tech and, push it forward. But we also have down here that a darling of the traditional financial crowd, XRP has witnessed substantial growth in open markets. And as we really kind of look at this, it seems as though the institutional side of things, it's heating up in a big way. And I've been very open about this. I've been talking about it for a little bit of time. Now, how will all of this lead to a supply shock? How does XRP experience a supply shock when there's over 100 billion, right? First off, there's not actually 100 billion XRP. We know this, but a lot of people just, round it up. Recently, there was a new rich list bot that got launched, and it's XRP_rich_bot over on X. And we have XRP rich list alert changes, and we could actually see the changes in terms of a lot of these exchanges. And if we actually go over here, we have a full breakdown of the rich list in terms of the wallets and even the wallet changes. And this is from XRP drops. We have here Ripple holds about 42 billion XRP. Unknown holds about 20.9. We'll just round it up to 21 billion roughly XRP. After that, exchanges. If we go over here, we have a complete added up amount. 49.4 billion XRP is in the US. This is because of, Ripple. 22.4 billion XRP is held in private wallets. And then the rest is South Korea, Cayman Islands, Japan, and Singapore. But if you notice how much XRP here is held in wallets, a lot of the supply is locked away. And even over here, we actually can see that only 19.5 billion, and this is rounded up to 19.5 billion, is left on exchanges. Just for reference, Bitcoin ETFs, and this got posted 17 hours ago, the Bitcoin ETFs have acquired almost 6% of Bitcoin's circulating supply. Mind you, the amount that this would be in terms of Bitcoin is a lot more expensive than the amount of XRP. If they wanted to buy 5 or 6% of XRP, it would be significantly cheaper because of the value per XRP versus Bitcoin. So the fact that these ETFs have acquired almost 6% of the supply of Bitcoin should show you how quick the supply of XRP could get eaten up if we have all of these ETFs approved. And then we mix in retail FOMO around the case being resolved, and then we mix in institutional adoption and passive income DeFi opportunities on the ledger. We could be experiencing a supply shock. A lot of people are not aware of how little there is of XRP actually out there for the public. Let's go back to this list here. Ripple having over 42 billion XRP tied to just them should show you how much XRP is actually out there. But the fact that only 19.5 billion XRP is left on exchanges is shocking to me. And to a lot of people, this might sound like a crazy amount. But we'll just go off of, $2.50. I'll round up, right? If we're thinking about that, that's only about $50 billion. And you might be saying, well, Nick, $50 billion, that's a massive amount of money. Yeah, technically it is. But when you mix in retail FOMO, ETFs, institutional FOMO as well, all of a sudden $50 billion, and by the way, it's 42.9 billion, it's roughly like $43 billion. That doesn't seem like a lot of money when you have all of those significant factors mixed in. Especially when we go and look at, the ETFs. Guys, in just the beginning of 2025, the ETF saw almost $1 billion in inflows alone. This is why I keep saying that the supply on exchanges for XRP are going to get less and less and less over time, which means the value to actually buy up a lot of that supply becomes less and less and less. And then when you have these institutions and you have all these big players on the sidelines, you have everything really kind of targeting XRP as well. Once we have that full on approval, we have the case gone, things start to really get interesting very fast after that point. So this is something that I've been focused on. This is something that I've been looking into, and it's something that is possible. Is it going to happen the way that we, foresee to happen? Who knows? But right or wrong, the fact is that there's a lot less XRP on exchanges today than there was a year ago, or 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5, etc. And over time, more and more of the supply of XRP will get eaten up. And also, even some of the supply will erode over time because of the fee burn in terms of transactions as well. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.